Wendy Mons, and I'm president and founder of Mons International, which is a company that's dedicated to helping people that are visually impaired. I started my company 25 years ago, but my background is as a teacher for blind and visually impaired. I got a degree from the University of Texas a long time ago. I had a girlfriend who was blind when I was in high school, and that's really what got me into the field. And right now, basically what I do is I go around the state of Georgia. I go into optometrist offices, and ophthalmologists all over the state will refer their patients to me. If they're unable to help them surgically or with glasses, then they'll send them or refer them to a low vision clinic. And usually it'll be to an optometrist that they're comfortable with. And then the optometrist and I will work together to help find what devices are going to help the low vision client. And a low vision clinic is just, it's really a place where I set up about $50,000 worth of aids and devices. I call them, it's like the toy room. Anything from a very simple magnifier to something, to a closed circuit TV, something like that I have over here. So it could be electronic, it could be talking, or it could be just a simple magnifier. And basically it's a place where first you're going to see an optometrist who will see if he'll take the time to see if there's some glasses that might help you, just regular glasses. And what we found is 40% of the time an optometrist can really help enhance your vision just with the normal regular glasses. And then after the optometrist, and he'll kind of guide me to in which direction I should be going, and then the patient and I will decide on what their needs are and try to match the low vision devices to their needs. So if they're reading and writing a lot, then they might need an electronic device, or they might need a head-worn device, whether the distance is important or near or both. In the state of Georgia, and I think there's 35 states where you can get bioptic glasses for driving, and so we do have the designs for vision and the Vita lenses and the Occutech lenses to let people try those and see if those might work as well, plus the training that goes along with it.
Marcus Dickerson. I was born nearsighted, which is called high myopia, and I was very nearsighted up until the age about 38, and I had an early onset of macular degeneration. Macular degeneration is generally something people think of once they get 65 or older. That's why they call it age-related macular degeneration. But in my situation, I was predisposed to it, and about at age 38, I started having problems with macular degeneration. It affected the central part of my macula. The macular area is the center part of the eye where you have your most detailed vision, and that part of both eyes deteriorated. My vision now is about 2400. And I am legally blind in both eyes.
I'm Dr. Jim Lundy, and a licensed optometrist in the state of Georgia, and it's our feeling that to have a proper low vision exam should have some type of professional optometrist or ophthalmologist examine the patient. So we're going to do what's called a refraction right now, just to see if we can make Marcus see a little better, which is conventional means. The first thing, this is a trial frame. We always do partially sighted patients in a trial frame, not in the instrument like this, because this is too restricting. And so we're going to start out, and we're going to do his right eye first. Marcus, how's that looking? Can you see that letter or that number? If you see a letter, that'd be amazing. Did you see that number?
4.
Good. So he's showing a lot of head turn to get the best part of his retina to see through. How's that? About the same.
Close to the same.
You didn't fall for that trick? Try that one.
Is it a 3?
That's what our little instrument in the other room picked up. What we know is we can make Marcus see a little bit better with changing, he happens to wear contact lenses, but changing his prescription can make him see a little bit better, and that's what should go into a normal eye exam from the professional side of things, from the eye doctor side. There are reasons why you may or may not prescribe that, though, but we know we can make him see better. So that's what you should expect when you go to a low vision evaluation as part of it. Okay, you're good.
Thank you.
These are resources. Okay, first is my card,
Okay.
and on the back it's in really big print.
Huh?
So you can see the, if you ever need to call me, you can always use it, or it's magnifiers.com. But at least it's really big on the back. That's my card.
Thank you.
Here is a little bit about my company, Mons International, and then this is really important because the resources in Georgia, there's no one place where you can get all the resources, and so I have a resource guide in large print of all the resources for blind and visually impaired and hearing impaired, and both in Georgia. So I'm going to give that to you.
Thank you.
But I also have it on a tape, on a DVD, on a CD, so you can hear it as well. If reading it would be tough.
Sure.
And this right here is also a little vision simulator card, so that and it simulates macular degeneration, which is what you have, normal vision, diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, and cataract, so that you can give this to somebody like your wife, so she can kind of understand what your problems are by just closing one eye and holding it up and just kind of seeing. So that might be helpful. Or sometimes people want to know
Sure.
what you're, how it feels to be visually impaired, and you can kind of.
I can share it with a lot of friends and family.
So I'm going to put this aside for you, but I just want you
Thank
to
you.
see all the things that you're going to be having. So. And the other thing is, what I'm going to do is, the very first thing I'm going to do is type up some information about you, and then I'm going to take your acuities, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what your needs are.
I work in the office. I kind of office manager, and I kind of set schedules and do things for the company.
So are these visual tasks that you're doing?
They're a lot of them are very visual. Yes. See if there's any possibility of maybe finding something, or maybe an item, a device that may give me a little bit more magnification in seeing things around in my environment and in the office space that I work in. A lot of times everything is not on the computer where it can be electronically blown up. I may have to pull files or glance information that is attached to a file cabinet or something like that.
Okay, so you're not talking about a distance device. You're talking about be
Well,
like a portable closed circuit TV.
It would be like a portable, yes, some type of portable magnification. That would allow me to go to a filing cabinet where a label may be affixed to a filing cabinet or a file folder that can't be moved to my closed circuit TV.
I just want you just to read down like R, Z, D, D. I'm going to give you some light. And the light, you really want the light to come from the side, from your best eye.
Okay.
Okay, so since your right was your best eye, then we're going to have the light come over here. And you want it directly on the paper. Okay?
And
So just read down R, Z.
um,
And you can
R-
bring as close as you want. I don't care.
R, Z, D, D.
Do you use any magnifiers at all?
Well, I use a small handheld magnifier.
Did you bring it with you?
No, I didn't. It was just a small pocket magnifier.
Do you know what
Didn't-
strength it is?
Well, it didn't have a lot of magnification. It probably maybe was a 2x or something like that.
Here's a 2. So see if you can get down any further.
line below that is O, Z, H.
Okay, let me give you one that's a lot stronger. Here's a 5.
5X.
Now, these don't have lights with them, so you gotta really make sure that you get light between the magnifier and the paper, not through the magnifier.
Oh, I see.
Okay, because that gives you all kinds of reflections. So, is
Okay.
that better? You might have to get
That's
closer
a
to
little
it
bit
as
better.
well.
Okay. I read O, Z, H before.
And what you want to do is you want to put this down on the paper and bring it up towards you till it comes into focus.
Okay.
Because it's stronger, you've got to get closer to the paper and you've got to get closer to it.
Okay. The line below the last line I read was V, R, N,
Okay, going down the next one. Next line.
H,
Okay, here's a 10.
10.
And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to bring it all the way up to your eye.
Okay.
Good.
O.
Good. All right, I'm going to do newspaper now to read.
Okay.
All right, so here's,
Wow. Makes
so
a difference.
find the print. Okay. So I want you to do the small print. I think of all the magnifiers, you're going to need like a little electronic one. It's going to be easier. But if you do use a magnifier, you're going to have to use like a 15 or a 20 to be able to see
15.
small print.
Okay.
In order to see the bigger print, you could use probably a 7. Okay, so I'm going to write that down in your report.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
There's other things. There's glasses, and since you're not afraid to hold stuff up really close, I'm going to let you try some really high powered glasses and see how you like
Okay.
that. I'm going to close off your left eye,
Okay.
and we're just going to use your good eye, which is your right eye. And I want you we're going to try the small print, and you're going to have to get it really, really close. And do you have light there?
I have some light. I can. It seems to look like the first letter.
Oops.
The first letter of the word larger, and then maybe it's because I'm so close.
Okay.
It kind of bends it, but
So it's pretty tough.
it is kind of difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted you to try it.
Like it's
All
kind
right. So I'm going to let you try this. It turns on here, and
This is electronic.
this is electronic.
Black background with white lettering, and I can enlarge it.
All right. So is that background the best?
This is better. It's
What is it?
more
Yellow.
contrast.
What is it? Yellow with black.
It's a light background with black background
Okay.
with the light lettering.
All right.
And even at this distance, I can read the word heavy, Heavy, and it's a lot easier.
Okay. Good.
That makes it easier,
Okay.
and that's
That's
in
wonderful.
Louisiana.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
That's
All right,
great.
well, I like that.
Okay, this is very comfortable. It's heavy toll on wildlife. I mean, I can see the words I'm reading, and the reading's choppy, and then I just look down, and it says USA Today, so
Okay.
they're giving you the...
And so this is also what you write under and what you use for reading.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, can write
So
it.
that makes life pretty easy. That's how you do
This
your-
is the ultimate, this is for me, it's the ultimate, because I can make it as large as I want it. It would start out there, and I can bring it up to where I need it. Of course, the machine that I'm using is a little older and doesn't have the electronic adjustments. You see, electronic is a lot easier because it's just one turn, and
Where it focuses, this one focuses, the
One-
one you have doesn't focus.
it doesn't focus on the focus like that.
Okay.
It brings
Alright.
it up, and this is great, and it's a lot stressful because I don't have to bend into it as much because I can make it as large as I need it. Most people who have visual impairments, if they have mild hearing loss, they don't tend to talk about it because they're dealing with the other. If it's not at a critical stage, they very rarely talk about it. I had friends that had hearing loss and didn't realize it until they got
I'm gonna
very
put this on
critical.
you. So these go like behind the ear. Can you hear pretty good?
Yeah, what I purposely did is took it off my left ear to actually just put it on the ear that's affected, and it actually brings the level up better than I can hear. I usually, and it's not noticeable, but when I'm listening and it's someone talk, I'm really listening out of my left ear. I favor the left ear, and nobody really knows it, and I don't pay attention to it because I still have some hearing in the right, but I do have loss in the right. It is not clear, and there are certain tones in the right ear that I don't really hear, I think, at all, and I need to see an audiologist probably about it.
What do you think? Do you like this? Would this help you?
Yes, it would.
I wanted you to try the talking clock. And
Okay.
and there's like a mode button up here. And then
Okay.
and here it'll tell you the time. Press it.
12:52 a.m.
Oh, this is nice.
Would that work? Would that help you?
This, absolutely, because
12:52
I'm not trying to magnify or trying to look at a.
This is
look
really
at a
easy. It
clock.
tells you what it
Yeah,
is. That's the
just-
end of that.
12:52 a.m.
With the help of low vision, that is using the aids, using low vision magnifiers, electronic magnifiers, tactile devices, talking devices. It has given me independence to be able to work in my environment, work in my living area, and to be able to use such things as a microwave, to use a telephone, to be able to see small print. And all this is made possible through devices and technology that has been developed specifically for people with low vision.